Military parade, in the making for nearly a decade, is finally coming to fruition.
It's going to be an amazing day. We have tanks, we have planes, we have all sorts of things.
Dozens of Abrams tanks, Bradley and Stryker fighting vehicles, and howitzers will be rolling down Constitution Avenue in Washington. About 7 million pounds of hardware. Nearly 7,000 soldiers will march. There will be flyovers, horses, and the Army's Golden Knights parachute team will descend and hand the president an American flag. The largest display of military firepower in the nation's capital at least since 1991, when a parade of troops and weaponry marked the American victory in the first Gulf War.
A generation later, we are going to see a parade to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the founding of the U.S. Army, but it comes at a time when the president has shown a deep desire to have a military parade.
CNN reports the president's team asked the Pentagon in late 2016 about using military vehicles for his first inaugural parade, but the idea never took hold. Then, a visit to Paris for Bastille Day in 2017. Trump was enthralled when French President Emmanuel Macron treated him to the traditional display of firepower to celebrate French independence. Trump's been pushing for similar pageantry in Washington ever since. Trump's critics say it's anti-democratic to politicize the military.
He's ordering our American heroes, the United States military, and forcing them to put on a vulgar display to celebrate his birthday, just as other failed dictators have done in the past.
The White House pushing back. One official telling CNN, quote, "No one ever calls Macron a dictator for celebrating Bastille Day." But there's another layer of tension surrounding this event. The recent anti-ICE protests in Los Angeles and other cities, raising concerns about potential unrest in Washington.
How specifically did LA play into your planning for this? Do you have it on the mind?
We're monitoring what's happening there, but to say that because of LA we had to change something, that's not the case, because we planned for that anyway.
The Coast Guard and Secret Service showed us the massive security footprint for the parade.
There'll be double bike rack here. Yeah. And they'll be on the other side, so about 8 feet of double bike rack.
18 miles of fencing, concrete barricades, hundreds of law enforcement officers. Drones and counter-sniper teams will be deployed. On the Potomac River, the commander of a Coast Guard response boat team told us they'll have eyes on threats from the water.
What are the biggest vulnerabilities on the water and along the shore?
Sometimes the biggest vulnerabilities are just the edges of those perimeters. So I think we've planned for this event. We've looked at what we need to cover.
Security officials tell us there are no credible threats to this parade, but Secret Service Special Agent Matt McCool says the lone wolf attacker is always the wild card. They'll be extra vigilant looking for threats like that. And he points out this city, with its multiple law enforcement agencies all in close coordination, is uniquely capable of handling an event this size. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.